can we see if the scales were kind to me after my first post-op Thanksgiving? I'm going to introduce you to the special man in my life, and then we'll discuss relationships after weight loss surgery. Does it sound interesting to you? Well, I made a video about it. Want to see it? Here you go. Guys, I'm back, and I hope that everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'd also like to start off today's update by welcoming all of my new subscribers. I seem to have acquired quite a few of you these last few weeks. Welcome to the family and the craziness that is my weight loss journey. You literally have thousands upon thousands of channels to choose from, and I am honored and delighted that you chose to spend some time with little old me. Also, guys, I normally am not decked out in my tank top, wife beater, whatever you want to call it, but it is 70 degrees today, and I refuse to run my air conditioner because it is December, and I'm certainly not running the air. So it is just me, my ceiling fan, and my tank top, if you don't mind. For the 5 people left in the world that don't know, I started this journey at my highest recorded weight of 259 pounds. On the date of surgery, which was August 19, 2013, I weighed 248 pounds. Last week, I came in at 212.8 pounds, and this week, I lost 2.9 pounds, which brings me to 209.9 pounds. Yes, I said it, because I am just thrilled. Thrilled. It was the week of Thanksgiving, and I still lost 3 pounds. Somehow, by the grace of God, I guess. Thank you. I am so excited for it. Also, it seems like I just might be on track to lose these remaining 9 pounds and get to Wonderland before the end of the year. I have a cruise to Honduras, Mexico, and Belize the first week of January. It was supposed to have been my celebration for getting halfway to my weight loss goal. It was like my self-imposed deadline. And it would be nice to actually earn the trip. I am late to everything, I tell you. So why should my weight loss journey be any different? But I am optimistic that I will get there. Also, thank you to those who email me and comment to my videos. If you have done that before, most of you know I really do try my very best to reply back to everybody. I certainly am not perfect by any means, but the YouTube, Google Plus, whatever it's called this week, it's acting up, or it's not acting right for me. So I am a couple of days behind in replying back to you guys, but I will get on my laptop tonight and I'm going to see if I can get it to act better that way. I don't know, but the way I see it, if you can take the time out of your busy schedule or whatever you have going on in your life to type a message to me, the very least I can do is take the time out of my schedule and reply back. How hard is that? So no, I'm not acting funny, and no, I'm not ignoring people because I just think that is rude. I'm just having technical difficulties, but I did want you to all know that that is what's going on with me. Unless you've been living under a rock lately, I'm sure most of you have noticed that several members of the weight loss surgery community have done videos with their husbands, boos, boyfriends, significant others, or just the person that they're dating. I myself have seen videos from Changing Before Your Eyes, VSG, Hard On, My Sleeve, Less of Sarah, and even Nerd in Oregon, I guess, to a degree. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to introduce you all to the special man in my life. So without further ado, let me introduce you to him. Everybody, this is my special man. His government name is Random Guy, but we just call him Rand for short. So, Rand, have you noticed any changes with me after surgery? That's interesting. Well, have you thought that I've changed for the better or the worst? I can see how that could be true. Well, I know what you're thinking. In the words of the wise Lanithia Leaks from Real Housewives of Atlanta, that bitch done lost it. But no, that was my attempt, albeit a rather stupid attempt, to illustrate some of the changes that can and commonly do happen to people following weight loss surgery. And I thought, what better way to illustrate my point than by giving you all a personal example of what happened to me. As many of you know, because I've mentioned it in a couple of videos, that this year I recently got out of a serious long-term relationship. But what you don't know is during the pre-op phase and several months post-op, I was dating a guy. I think it is in poor taste to ever refer to any man or any woman as a rebound anything, and so I'm not. However, I'm just saying. That's it. Just saying. And he was a nice guy. He really was. But the problem was that at some point he disappeared. And what's even sadder is I think it took me a while to notice that he was gone, which is really kind of upsetting when you think about it. But this guy was opposed to me having weight loss surgery in the first place. In fact, but he did go with me to the informational meetings and everything, and I wanted him to go with me because I was so apprehensive and so on the fence about having it. I really wanted somebody to be the devil's advocate, and he was. And he suggested that we, do it the old-fashioned way and eat right and exercise. And he did that for me for about 2 weeks. And then, I don't know, I won't even put the fault on him, but just me being me. I had a relapse back into my old ways, shall we say. And it just never lasted. Also, he brought up points like, oh, you won't be able to have children and all this other stuff. And it really, you can have children after weight loss surgery. Did you know? Also, like complications happen. That is true. This is serious surgery. But compared to the number of procedures that are done, the rate of people having serious complications or dying is relatively small. But after surgery, it was really interesting because the same person that, embraced this healthy lifestyle, Mr. Health himself, suddenly had all of these Snickers and all of these wonderful things at his house, like, cookies and Little Debbie snack cakes and all the things that I like after surgery. And my willpower is so much better now. But back then, it was just like waving red in front of a raging bull. It really was. And I would find myself doing a really bad job with making the proper food choices, shall we say. But also I realized how much of our relationship involved food. We would, eat, lay up, boo up, and then, eat a little bit more. It was rather unsettling. And I don't think I would have ever noticed that had it not been for the surgery. So I would just be like, you know what? Thank you so much for the wonderful date. I appreciate it. We'll keep in touch. Arrivederci and fettuccine, y'all. In respect, the writing was probably on the wall for quite some time. I think I became immersed and entranced by this new world of weight loss surgery and fitness and nutrition and learning all there was to know about this new life that awaited me. And he decided to go back to school, and so he in turn became enmeshed and entranced and involved in his new way of life, his new lifestyle, which was a scholastic one. The problem was, I think we probably both had our list of priorities of things that we wanted to do, things we wanted to accomplish, but neither the other person was not on the list. So it was probably a relationship that could have only ended in one way. And I hoped that my, what happened to me was isolated. However, through the miracles of weight loss boards and forums and all these other things, I've come to realize that breakups, especially in relationships after weight loss surgery, aren't that uncommon. It seems to be not the rule, but it happens a lot more than I thought it would. And I'm sure there are some people that are like, oh, it's because you suddenly, start looking good and become Mr. or Mrs. Hot to Trot. But no, I don't even think that's it. I think a lot of times, there are a lot of reasons that people's relationships end. It could be the relationship was on its last legs anyway. And you found the confidence to hey, I can do better. I'm worth more than this scenario I find myself in. Or it could just very well be that, like me and the guy, you just kind of drift apart. Not, through any fault of, the other person. It just happens. I can also see how the other partner, particularly if they have not had weight loss surgery, could come to sort of resent the changes in you, especially if they are accustomed to you being a particular way. I said all that just to say that those couples videos that I've been seeing on YouTube, they just seem that much more special to me, because I think you have to truly make a concerted effort to remain connected to your significant other or your partner or your whatever, because I think that it's just a time of transition for you, and I never really thought about the implications of my transition on, this relationship here, or my relationship with my friends, or anybody like that. Me and my friends, we don't go out to eat anymore like we used to. Now we go bowling, or we play pool, or we meet up at my house and have movie marathons or something, because as my relationship with food has changed, so has my relationship with them in turn. So those videos, I guess it gives me hope, to be honest, that yes, there is love after weight loss surgery. Which brings me to my second thing that I've been noticing these past couple of weeks. A lot of people that have weight loss surgery end up dating other people that have weight loss surgery. And I can completely see how that could happen, because you're both, working toward the same goal, or one person has already achieved it and they understand your struggles, so to speak, or your challenges that face you. And so you have this area of, relatability that is kind of hard to come by where I live anyway. In fact, someone on my Facebook, on one of my Facebook groups or something, two people that have had weight loss surgery, they recently got engaged, and I was just like, oh, isn't that sweet? I know Sarah Norton, Oregon, is dating a guy that had surgery, and in a way, I can certainly see the appeal of it. I don't really know any guys that have had weight loss surgery in my area, because they certainly don't come to the weight loss support groups. That's all I can say about that. But I did see that somebody else on one of my Facebook groups is starting a website or a dating service, like Love After Weight Loss Surgery, Love After WLS. I don't even know if it's up, but I think it's a novel concept, especially since I am spending the holidays alone. I guess I will really find out, what do the lonely do at Christmas? Whoa, what do they do? Oh, anyway, what do the lonely do at Christmas? A song by The Emotions and later redone by Patti LaBelle. Just a little bit of music trivia for you. But my friends are encouraging me to find what they call a holiday boo. I don't know where they come up with these phrases, but I'm really not in the mood for a holiday boo right now. I think I'm just going to do me, if that's all right with you all. But these are just things that have been running across my mind these last couple of weeks. Patterns that I've been noticing and things that I've been appreciating. So if you haven't had weight loss surgery and are considering it, please try to have your partner or your significant other as involved as they possibly can be. Because at the end of the day, it can only help your relationship if they can relate somewhat or at least know where you're coming from, hopefully. Also, if you've already had surgery, don't neglect your relationships like I did. Let me be the cautionary tale, and you just do the direct opposite of everything I did. But I think I'm at the end of my diatribe tonight, y'all. So I will see you guys next week. I hope everyone's good.